Alright, I'm officially live. I'm gonna ensure you're all able to hear me. I can't speak too loud because then they're gonna be, oh Mike, why are you up too late? Okay. It's not like I'm gonna care if my kids are. I'm not gonna necessarily care if my kids are sexy girl. Sorry, I was looking at something. The girl looks like she's 11 or 12. That's what's sexy. Oh no. Wait, no. Yeah, she looks 11 or 12. Not that she is 11. Well, you never know. Who knows? Who knows how she looks? All I gotta mention is that she's sexy. 11 or 12, you know? That's how old she looks, so. Anyway, let me ensure I'm live. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily care if my kids are awake, which none of us are gonna be asleep because we would never have the urge to sleep. I sleep because my head hurts because of my stress and anxiety. You know, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like overall, so. What? I lost one sub. Well, that person was desperate. I was like live every day. And it's all good. Whether the person was desperate or they were just a hater, which is fucked up. Who knows? And it's all good. But anyway, chat, yo's good chat. How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back was more of me playing The Last of Us Part 2. Um, as you overall know, well, may possibly know, if I specifically mention it's what's in my recent live streams, and just gonna mention what's in this current live stream, and obviously possibly my future live stream about this. Obviously, like overall, so. And this was like, who knows how many hours when I lost one sub. But anyway, uh, anyway, she's just been playing this game and she officially beat it, or not beat it. She officially beat this game, and I myself just want to play this whole game. I got this game since I was 17, but for M-rated games, it's gonna be from 17 plus to 7 plus. Just overall, as I specifically mentioned with my recent live streams, last live stream, and as I just mentioned what's in this current live stream, and as I'm gonna specifically mention what's in my future live streams, chat. Like as I'm gonna specifically mention what's in my future live streams. Obviously, like overall, so. But I feel like that's all I can mention. So without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Oh, for M-rated games, whenever I play M-rated game, I'm gonna put 7 plus in my title. I didn't have a chance to because I was so focused on my title. I was gonna put 7 plus only to watch or to join, which would be cool so that 5 and 6-year-olds or 5 or 6-year-olds don't accidentally join thinking like, oh, this is an interesting game because they don't know the rating, you know, or may not know the rating. Well, they do know the rating, they just may not know. Like if my brother turned 5, he wouldn't even know. He thinks when I play GTA, he thinks it's just a game he just thinks it's a different game I play. Like he ain't 5 yet, but he's gonna be fully a kid. Early childhood though, while temporarily, physically a kid slash child slash children within their mortal body. Specifically within his because that's what he's within. But overall, within their mortal body, you know. But anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Like overall, But yeah, the whole point I didn't had a chance to put 7 plus only is simply because like overall chat, like overall, it'll overall take it'll overall take quite a while for me to process over you know. And chat, yeah, like I specifically mentioned, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Like overall, So anyway, so apparently we're playing as someone. Can't spoil. Some people get offended when it comes to spoilers. I don't. I mean, when Vanna plays games, she prefers it to be a surprise if she never played it before. So yeah, I prefer spoilers. I don't mind, but because not plenty of people have played this game, I prefer no spoilers. You can mention it in the chat, but you can't continue mentioning it afterwards. When I mean by, oh, you can't continue mentioning it afterwards, yeah, what I mean, what I'm specifically referring to is, like, once someone new is here and they never play this game, I'll just mention. So okay, so this is what I'll mention. Okay, I can't speak too loud because So this is what I'll mention. If I mention like, if I like mention, are you new here? And if they mention yes, I'm gonna mention, are you new to this game? If they mention no, then they can continue chatting about whatever about the game, like spoilers pretty much specifically. If they never play this game, if I say, have you ever played this game? They mention no and not a yes, then you can't continue chatting about it. But I would hope you don't constantly chat about spoilers because if the person joins, they'll see the spoilers, and you won't know whether they have played this game before or haven't. I haven't played this game. This is like my second time though because I played a little bit of it, and then I like stopped because I'm like, like, like afterwards I did have interest. It's just that I just never got back to playing the game. But I'm redoing it because I never streamed the game. I haven't streamed the game itself. So anyway,
Come on.
anyway, chat. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get straight to shit. Like over. Oh yeah, I was watching this movie called Can We Be Heroes or whatever. That movie from 2020. It was badass, bro. Was Pedro Pascal in that as well? I'm like, damn. You know?
This way.
Anyway. Alright. Hi, sir.
It's cold. You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
No. Can't wait.
And you don't want to just tell me?
Whoa.
Need to see it.
Yeah, I feel like even when the sun is shining, the heat can't protect you as much because it's winter in the game. I would figure.
What are you doing wandering around out here by yourself?
Been restless.
You too?
Feel like the farther south we go, the prettier it's gotten.
You want to keep going? Just drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
Mexico is like far away. Where you all at? Like Alaska? Well, I wouldn't say Alaska. I would say somewhere that's
You
cold.
did all this in the dark?
What's in the United States?
Yes? Now come on.
Imagine they're in Canada. I'll be like, damn. But I'm pretty sure they're not in Canada because they don't sound Canadian. But hey, people from the U.S. can live in Canada, so you never know. You can't judge by the book by its cover, you know.
We keep going like this. We're gonna be tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
Yeah, stop complaining.
It's all okay. She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You saw something weird, you freaked.
Okay, if you're quite curious why what's in the subtitle, it mentions man and woman. So you remember how I explained about what boy slash man slash guy slash male and girl slash woman slash lady slash female mean? Like what's in my recent live streams and what I could possibly mention what's in this current live stream again. Well, just what's in my current live stream and what I could obviously mention what's in my future live streams. Obviously, like over, so. Well, so obviously, boy means a description of the gender. So like I'm a boy, pretty much, and I'm 20. But man is more mentally, which speaking of that, that's what the word man means. It's more of like if you have that full mental maturity, full mental capacity. So instead of them describing your gender, they go towards your mentality, your wisdom, pretty much. Like how wise you are, which obviously I mentioned within my recent live streams, just overall, and what I could possibly mention within my future live streams, possibly my next live stream I can mention it, which obviously my future live stream overall, obviously, like overall, so. Well, I mentioned how I'm wise, like how I'm wise, but more wiser. Pretty much, I'm wise, but more wiser than all spec- like all the specific individuals I specifically mentioned that I've outsmarted of those who I mentioned within my recent live streams, just overall, like who I just typically mention about, or someone new that could come in my mind, like yeah, someone new that could come in my mind of who I specifically mentioned within my recent live streams and who I could possibly mention within this current live stream. Who knows? Could be anybody that comes into my mind or comes into mind. If not, then possibly my next live stream, which is just overall my future live streams. Overall, like obviously chat, like overall, so. So anyway, back to what I was mentioning. So yeah, boy is a description of the gender, man, your mentality. Guy, as I specifically mentioned was in my recent live stream, and as I'm going on with this chat, is what I specifically mentioned was in my recent live stream, and what I'm going to specifically mention was in this current live stream, as I'm specifically mentioning at this very moment, and what I'm going to specifically mention, and what I'm going to specifically mention was in my future live streams. Obviously, chat, like over, so. And yeah, 3:41, so I never streamed this late at my dad's place, typically my mom's place. But hey, it's Friday. Well, not Friday, it's Saturday, so might as well. But typically, when people are awake, they think it's still not the next day. I know it's the next day because it's 3:41 a.m. I'm possibly gonna play all the way from this time to 6. I would hope so. So when it's like 6, I could just end it, continue this game later today, and possibly pose Angel on GT5 Online. And for real, he's gotta be in the call with me. He was in the call with his homie Jonathan. I was not pissed, but I'm like, because whenever him and I are not in a call, he just wanders off. I'm not like disrespecting. I'm just saying like, I don't want to get alerted. I mean, yeah, I get it. I was the one who alerted like 2 days ago because it's Saturday. But hey, that doesn't mean like. And I do love that heist. Actually, I don't actually mind this. Just that if we're alerted, then there's gonna be plenty of them, and they're all gonna be rushing. So anyway, back to what I was mentioning. So yeah, so guy would mean like, and yeah, as I specifically mentioned about this, what's in my recent live streams, and obviously what I could possibly mention what's in my future live streams, obviously like over so. And what I could possibly mention about that as well within this current live stream, like over so. So guy means like you're a gentleman, you're respectful, like yo, what's good, my guy, my respectful man, respectful wise guy. See how I'm putting it? Like the way I put in a sentence was good, my guy. My man as a homie. My wise guy. See how I'm, you know what I was referring to. Anyway, so that's what guy means. Male just means the specific gender. And same goes for girl slash woman slash lady slash female. Girl is a description of the gender of the female pretty much. Woman just means full mental capacity or full mental maturity. That's who you refer to them to as. Same thing as man, pretty much. Lady, same thing as guy. Um, and female is the specific gender. But yeah, that's why in the subtitle it was mentioning man or woman because typically in M-rated game, because if a game is rated M, it means rated M for mature, meaning you have to have that full mental maturity and full mental capacity, especially being independent, like understanding all this shit. So pretty much the full mental maturity, pretty much being fully mentally mature, that full mental maturity, having that full mental capacity. That full mental maturity. Pretty much that's what M-rated game means. But from 17 plus to 7 plus. That's all I'm going to mention, pretty much. From 17 plus to 7 plus. As I specifically mentioned within my recent live streams, as I specifically mentioned was in my last live stream, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention, obviously, within my future live streams, like within my future live streams, obviously, like overall, so. So yeah, that's why if you don't know their names, they would be referred to as man or woman. I get it if you're younger, like, yeah, if you're younger, chat, yeah, younger, like temporarily, physically a kid slash child slash children within their mortal body. Like if you're younger, pretty much, um, they would refer to as boy, which is a description of their gender and not a man. I feel like that's like discriminating, like saying that younger people are not man or manly, pretty much, and those who are in their middle age, adolescent phase, or late 20s prime adolescent phase, like a prime adolescent overall phase, which I'm a prime adolescent and I'm 20. Can people call me a man? Like, let's say, for example, a 20-year-old was in this game. Would they refer to them as a man? Like, if you don't know their name, if you don't know their character name and is someone new, would they refer to that character as man? Who knows? So I feel like someone younger, I feel like you shouldn't discriminate that mentality simply because of the stage there was in, whether they're a kid or adolescent or phase. Like if you're temporarily physically a kid slash child slash children within their mortal body or just within their mortal body, I would like to see man in like any M-rated games or EM. I feel like EM and M-rated fits the description. EM, everyone but mentally mature 7 plus, and M-rated game meaning rated M for mature from 17 plus to 7 plus, pretty much. Like overall, so. So I feel like yeah, like if you're a middle-aged adolescent, it's not about you aging physically, it's how long you've lived for. Like I'm a prime adolescent. That's from 20 to 29. I would hope that a 20-year-old is referred to as a man because how long have you been fully mentally mature? Like have that full mental maturity, that full mental capacity, 7 plus pretty much. Just overall of what I specifically mentioned was in my recent live streams, last live stream of what I mentioned about it. What I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream overall. And what I could obviously mention was in my future live streams. Obviously, like overall, so. Like, like how long? Like I'm 20, so I'm gonna count from 7 to this age. So 7, 8, 9, 10, hold on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 14 years since I've reached that full mental maturity, pretty much being fully mentally mature, pretty much that full mental capacity, pretty much being fully independent overall, just adulting, being mentally an adult, just overall, chat. Since 7 plus. Well, obviously, 7 years old pretty much. So yeah, just 7 plus overall, you know. Because I'm 20 years old chronologically, I'm a prime adolescent physically, while temporarily physically an adolescent within my mortal body. And like being a prime adolescent, which is a phase after being a teenager, because I'm a prime adolescent, not necessarily a teenager, but a prime adolescent. And just overall, like, in overall chat, you know, just like overall, what I specifically mentioned was in my recent live streams, just parts of what I specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, obviously. And what I could obviously mention was in my future live streams. Obviously, like overall, you know, so. So anyway, chat, that's just the whole point because those characters are new. That's all I'm gonna mention. That's why they're referred to as man or like referred to as man or woman.
Check me out.
Yeah, man or woman, you know. But anyway, chat. Oh, and yeah, man or woman does not mean like you're fully developed physically or fully grown physically. Yeah. No, I already explained what man or woman mean. Like man or woman means, especially as I explained it with my recent live streams. Um, yeah, with my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream about it, and what I could obviously mention about it again with my future live streams. Obviously, like over, you know, so. So anyway, that's why. But anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Like over, you know, so. Anyway, enjoy this game. And it's 3:51. God damn. That's how long I've been talking about this shit. Anyway. Anyway.
I'm not being weird.
My bad. I was taking a sip of
Careful
water.
tripping over these.
Hey, I'm a woman. So I'm pretty sure I know what to do. Mentally speaking, obviously.
Breaking up with Mel.
What? No. You wish.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
You don't have to run to make it.
Whoa.
Cold.
I warned you.
You did it on purpose. For your ego.
You saying that he's selfish?
We can't all be as graceful as you.
Clearly.
I feel like you have an ego. Not gonna mention why, but I feel like you do,
What is that?
You'll be fine.
girl.
It's too high.
Description of the gender. Anyway.
Come on.
How old are you? Like in your 30s?
Hey. I...
Hold up. How old is the girl? I'm not gonna mention her name. I wonder why. I'm pretty sure they don't want to mention it at the moment. Okay. She is within her early 20s during the main events of The Last of Us Part 2, roughly 19 to 22, making her around the same age as Ellie, who is 19. No, Ellie was 9. No, Ellie is 18. but slightly older, with sources suggesting she's about 20 to 21 when she hunts. That was a spoiler. I don't want to say who she was hunting. When she hunted, you'll find out what's in the ending of the game. And a compassion book notes she's in her mid-20s. As the story progresses, you'll find out. You'll figure out. While flashbacks show her as a teenager when her father died. You'll find out which girl I'm referring to. It could possibly be this girl right here, or who knows. When her father died. Oh, jeez. So who's this guy then? Key age points. Main game, Seattle. Early 20s, around 20 to 22. Is it early 20s? Well, mid 20s is 23 to 26. Or excuse me, 22 to 25. So I'd say late 20s is 26 to 29. Flashbacks, hospital, around 16 to 17 years old when her father Jerry was killed by Joe. Oops. Did I give up a spoiler? Don't worry. Those who know about this game would know, but those who don't know, ooh. See, I can't mention it, but if they're not offended, then it's all good. I only mentioned one thing. So anyway. Okay. Age gap. She's about 4 years older than Ellie, who is 19 in part 2. Oh, okay. So Ellie is actually 19 then. No, wait, she's 18. They got Ellie age wrong because this is 4 years later when Ellie was 14. So I'm gonna say 18. I'm gonna minus from 18 to that. To what's 18 minus 4? 17, 16, 15, 14. Yep. Ellie is 18. She is fully grown physically and fully developed physically. Fully grown means how tall, like, okay, what I mean by fully grown physically, obviously, when I mentioned that a bit earlier, what's in this live stream, I mean like fully grown physically, like how tall, like the max height you reached genetically, and then fully developed physically, meaning your bones are fully developed, your skeleton, your skeletal system pretty much. What else is fully developed physically? Pretty much your skeleton. I mean, it's referring to your skeleton. Oh, your muscles. I feel like just your muscles and skeleton. Your skeletal systems and muscular system. So she's about... I feel like she... Okay, if Ellie's 18... So 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, the girl is 22. Or, as they refer to it, as a woman because of her mentality. Obviously, because 7 plus, you know. Just, you know, overall. Like, as I specifically mentioned about just the 7 plus shit was in my recent live streams. Last live stream, obviously, just parts of it. What I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and what I could obviously mention was in my future live streams, obviously, like over, so the girl is, but yeah, that's why she's referred to as a woman, because of the full mental maturity, fully mentally mature, and just full mental capacity overall. Just, 7 plus overall, like over, so. So yeah, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Yeah, Ellie is 18. We already know who Ellie is, so that's why I'm mentioning her name. And this girl right here possibly is 22. That's the girl who I'm referring to, Chad. So while she seems older due to her physique and experience, well, she's gained this experience. Her physique? Ellie and her both have the same physique, though, if they're both done with puberty. Come on. And experience is mentally. Come on. Come on, chat. Experience is from 7 plus and just beyond. You so from 7 years old and beyond that point, pretty much just beyond that, like 7 plus overall for both boys / men's / guys / males. and girls slash women slash ladies slash females. Pretty much just 7+ chat. Just overall of what I specifically mentioned within my recent live streams, typically, what I just specifically mentioned within my last live stream, and what I just specifically mentioned within this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention within my future live streams, obviously, chat. Like over, so. My bet for constantly repeating the ands is it's simply because of my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. Just overall what I specifically mentioned about it within my recent live streams, possibly my last live stream, what I just specifically mentioned within this current live stream, and obviously my future live streams. Obviously, chat. Yeah, just overall, obviously. Like overall, so. So that's where life experience come into play mentally, just 7+ overall is life experience. So while she seems older simply because of her physique is physically, well, I get what they're referring to because they're saying older because life experience from 7+, or just, 7+ overall. So from 7 years old and beyond that point, from 7 years old and beyond that point, pretty much just beyond that, like beyond 7 years old, pretty much just 7+ overall, like over is what they're referring to by like life experience mentally, 7+ overall, like over so like pretty much life experience mentally, just 7+ overall, because like being fully mentally mature, the full mental maturity, being fully independent. So yeah, being fully mentally mature, full mental capacity, full mental maturity, and being fully independent. Just, mentally an adult overall. Of what I specifically mentioned about that was in my recent live streams, whatever I mentioned was in my last live stream, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and what I could obviously mention was in my future live streams. Obviously, chat. Like over, so. So yeah, life experience mentally, chat. Just, 7+ overall, like over, so. So that's life experience mentally, chat. And physique is physically. But yeah, life experience, is mentally, chat. Like 7+ overall, like over, so. But yeah, physique, like I specifically mentioned, chat. It's physically, that's physique. She's essentially a prime adolescent, just a few years older than Ellie. Okay? I don't like it when they use the term young adult. Adult is mentally, chat. That's pretty much like 7+ chat. Like overall, Like overall, so. Like, yeah, you're young physically, obviously, and meant to be young. Like me, chat. I'm physically young, obviously, chat. Like I'm physically young, obviously, chat. And meant to be physically young, obviously, chat. And I look like I'm 13 or 16, despite me chronologically being 20 and a half. And gonna be chronologically 21 in exactly 1 more month on exactly January 11th of 2026. But drinking, obviously, would overall be 11+ or 12+. When me and Farhan make these changes next year, 2026, when me and him are dual presidents, as I specifically mentioned with some of my recent live streams overall, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and what I could obviously mention about that shit within my future live streams, chat. Obviously, like over so. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm meant to be physically young, obviously, and I'm physically young, obviously, meaning like I'm meant to be physically young, obviously. Like overall, but putting young and adult together, adult is mentally, like 7+ chat, like overall, but putting young next to the word adult, you do realize adult is 7+ chat. Like adult is mentally, like 7+ chat. Like overall, and saying like young adult, young is physically, adult is mentally. Like adult is mentally 7+ chat. Like overall, like pretty much, adult is mentally. Like hold on. Excuse me. Like adult is mentally chat. Like 7+ chat. Like overall, and young is physically chat, pretty much. Like overall, so that's why I mentioned prime adolescent, because that girl that I'm playing as at the moment within The Last of Us Part 2, she is 22. Pretty much, she's temporarily, physically, she's temporarily, physically an adolescent. She's temporarily, physically an adolescent within her mortal body. Pretty much the phase she's currently within, though, because the stage is an adolescent, temporarily, physically an adolescent within her mortal body. Pretty much anybody within their mortal body like me. Like I'm temporarily, physically an adolescent within my mortal body. Pretty much. Pretty much my mortal body is an adolescent. The soul is physically a kid slash child slash children, like Adam and Eve, pretty much. Like how I described about them, obviously, within my recent live streams. And what I could possibly mention about them and just overall about the soul within my future live streams. Obviously, like over so pretty much, like, pretty much, chat, I'm temporarily, physically an adolescent within my mortal body. That's the stage, the final stage, pretty much. But my phase is a prime adolescent, which that's temporarily as well. While I'm temporarily, physically an adolescent within my mortal body. Whereas she, the one I'm playing as, like in The Last of Us Part 2, is temporarily, physically a temporary, like is temporarily, physically an adolescent within her mortal body. So yeah, she's temporarily, physically an adolescent within her mortal body, which is the final stage. But her phase is a prime adolescent as well. So the term overall young adult is quite stupid. Actually, very stupid. Prime adolescent prime adolescent fits the picture of that specific phase, specifically, like physically, chat. Pretty much, just overall, like overall, so. And it just mentioned that she's a few years older than Ellie. Okay. Well, anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to the shit once and for all. Like overall, so. So anyway, hold on. Let me get back to my YouTube channel. So I can watch my own stream, my own live stream, just to ensure everything is reasonable and that I'm able to hear myself if my mic is not dead at the moment. Hope it's not. To ensure everything is reasonable and that. Perfect. Okay, I can't speak too loud. And yeah, I don't honestly care. Because potentially I'm gonna be awake for all of eternity, indefinitely, obviously, and my kids are gonna be as well, and my wife Amber. So possibly I won't be sleeping in 2 more years. I'll be awake for all of eternity, and it's gonna be indefinitely. This will remain like that for thousands of years until God Almighty Jesus Christ returns. Anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to this shit once and for all again. Like over. No. Anyway. But yeah, that's why. Yeah, you know what I'm referring to. Anyway, you know what I'm specifically referring to. You know.
It's on me. Abby. Stop looking down.
That's her name. Her name is Abby. But yeah, you know what I'm specifically referring to. So, anyway. But yeah, you know what I'm specifically referring to. Anyway. Anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to this shit. Like over. No. Anyway.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Owen.
Consider it an opportunity to work on
Now you can all know their names. That was like fast to reveal their names though. I love it. I respect that.
How about
I respect that,
my
Naughty
foot
Dog.
up your ass?
Whoa.
Stop flirting.
Ain't that her man? And hey, I don't have to explain every time about like what I just explained about boys slash man slash guys slash males. And girls slash women slash ladies slash females. I don't have to constantly explain about that. Just overall. Like you know how I mentioned like isn't that her man? Or ain't that her man or whatever. I'm not gonna explain that. Possibly when someone says your man means someone who's wise. Or genuine, just in terms of that shit. You know what I'm referring to, chat, in terms of that. Like, just overall what I specifically mentioned about that within my recent live streams. Like, overall. Like, overall, no. And what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream. And, yeah, what's in this current live stream and what I'm gonna specifically mention was in my future live streams, obviously. Like, overall, no. Anyway, yeah, chat, yeah, don't mind the ands, chat. It's just, you know, my stress and anxiety. Yeah, you know, my stress and anxiety specifically associated. Yeah, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, you know. Um, you know, like over, so. Anyway, chat. Anyway, you know what anyway, you know what I'm specifically referring to, chat. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Like over, so. You know, like overall, so. Anyway. But yeah, I respect that Naughty Dog. How you just revealed their names immediately within that moment. But yeah, as I was mentioning, ain't that her man? They're meant to flirt. Oh, we're currently in the cutscene.
Is this it?
We made it.
Holy shit.
Are they in Alaska?
It's a fucking city.
Yeah.
Oh, you never witnessed a city?
Have you told anyone else?
Wanted you to see it first. Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost.
I'm quite curious, how old is Owen within The Last of Us? I'm quite curious, how old is he? I know how old is Abby. And yeah, that's who I was doing the research on. I mentioned how old is Abby was in The Last of Us Part 2. Okay, how old is Owen? Actually, I want to know how old is this also character. How old is Owen? Jeez! My man's that old? Okay, so he is in his 30s. While his official age isn't necessarily stated, Owen was in The Last of Us Part 2, occurs to be was in his late 20s or early 30s, looking slightly older than Abby. With some speculating he's around 30, specifically 30, matching the actor's real-life age gap. Okay. Though though game dialogue and official sources keeps it ambitious. Okay. Key points, no official age. Game doesn't explicitly mention how old Owen is overall. Appearance, flashbacks show him looking mid to late 20s, while his in-game appearance suggests his early 30s. Fan speculation, players often place him within his late 20s, or early 30s, a few years older than Abby. I'd say late 20s. Actor comparison. The actors Patrick Fugit as Owen and Laura Bailey as Abby. Oh, the one who played as Nadine was in Uncharted? And was it just Uncharted? Oh, and Resident Evil. Laura Bailey actually played as Elena, or not Elena, Helena was in Resident Evil 6. Actor comparison. The actors, okay, excuse me, were in their late 30s, implying. Hold up. They're not. Abby's not in her late 30s, implying a slight age difference for the characters. I feel like they're both in their 20s, but he's in his late 20s as a prime adolescent, and she's in her early 20s. If you notice her aging, that's because she's 22. That's like 2 years after she officially became a prime adolescent, while temporarily, physically, an adolescent was in her mortal body. Like over, so. Excuse me. Let me see what Patrick. Hold on, let me see what he looks like, and then see what Laura Bailey looks like again. Wow, the actor the actor itself, he is 42. Pretty sure he was in his 30s. Oh, he's the same age as my dad. I'm pretty sure he was in his 30s when did The Last of Us Part 2 released? Last of Us Part 2. Hold on, let me see what Laura Bailey looks like. I'm just gonna say 2021. No, yeah, it released 2021. 1982 or 1982 minus 2021. He was 39. Okay. Like when he voiced that guy. Let me see what Laura Bailey looks like though. So she was 40. Let me see what game she's voiced in. Hold on, where did I left off? My bad. Let me go back to where I left off. No, yeah. Hold on, let me see what Laura Bailey looks like. I'm just gonna say 2021. 1,982. Guy. Let me see what game she's voiced in. Okay, anyway. Anyway, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. My bad.
There. A few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure they'll be happy to offer that information.
She doesn't necessarily know.
Well, then we make them.
Hell yeah.
You hear yourself?
No, yeah, she does hear herself.
Okay, what do you want to
Are
do?
you stupid? Come on, Owen.
What is going on with you?
He definitely has an ego then.
Mel's pregnant.
Ooh. My question is, Mel is a horse? Is Mel a horse or a human?
Okay.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
When everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him.
Oh, is this a life or death situation?
I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost. Hey,
Okay.
Don't.
Oh, you fucked up, Owen.
see you back at the lodge.
Uh-huh. Am I gonna play as Ellie now? I was gonna say, what? Am I gonna walk to the city? I better not. Well, it seems like I am. Do I have
I
weapons?
don't give a fuck. I'll do the whole thing on my own.
Oh, okay. So apparently we're gonna play as two protagonists, Ellie and Abby. Just for those who haven't played this game. I haven't either, but I watch people play it, so I know my shit. I know how to play it. But yeah, it mentioned that she was in her late 30s. I don't believe that. I mean, yes, she's starting to age, but like she's 22, so that's like a starting point. So. But yeah, I did my research, and this is a missing assumption as well that I never mentioned with some of my recent live streams. That I'm going to specifically mention what's in this current live stream, and obviously I could possibly mention what's in my future live streams as well, chat. Obviously, like over so apparently there's a research that I found on Instagram. It mentioned that MRI scans mentioned that people are a teenager all the way until their 30s, and I'm like, well, that's a missing assumption made by the MRI itself, because when you're a teenager, while temporarily physically an adolescent within your motor body, A teenager. So an adolescent is a final stage, obviously, chat. You're temporarily, physically an adolescent. What's in your mortal body, chat? Yeah, temporarily, physically an adolescent. Within your mortal body, the final stage. The phase of being a teenager is physically, not mentally, physically, just overall, for being a teenager or teen. For teenager, teen. That's why I mentioned that from rated T plus, but exceptions for 6-year-olds specifically. Like if my brother wanted to play Fortnite, for example, he would have to wait until he's 6 if he can prove it. If not, then it's gotta be 7. But there can be an exception, just depends. I mean, he can watch me play Fortnite. I have no harms doing that. I mean, he's 4, but that's a toddler. I feel like no toddler can play video games. I mean, he plays Roblox, but there's different like games within it. So, you know, and my sister's like arguing like he's 4 and he plays Roblox. Plus, Kane, he plays Roblox, or he plays Roblox, and he's like, and he played Roblox when he was like 5. So I feel like Roblox is like E for everyone in that term. So I feel like when it comes to Roblox, it just depends on the game. I would say like 5 plus at most. Yeah, I'd obviously mention 5 plus. But yeah, for teen chat though, rated T for teen for from T rated to EM rated, meaning EM, everyone but mentally mature 7 plus. EM 7 plus rated. Like rated EM for everyone but mentally mature. Or everyone but mature 7 plus. But like mentally mature pretty much. So I feel like MRI is stupid, and you gotta realize that you're a teenager, which is a physical phase. Well, obviously, it's a phase. Teenager is physically, not mentally. You know? Just overall of what I specifically mentioned about that within my recent live streams. What I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream. And what I could obviously mention was in my future live streams. Obviously, like over nothing else. So just overall, just realize that teenager or teen is physically, not mentally. When you're a teenager, that's temporarily, you're temporarily, physically an adolescent within your mortal body, pretty much, you know? Like, temporarily, physically an adolescent within your mortal body. That's the final stage. The phase you're within is being a teenager or teen. That's the phase, you know, physically. So being a teenager, so being a teenager or teen is a physical phase, not mental phase. So pretty much being a teenager or teen is physically, not mentally, chat. Just as I specifically mentioned within my recent live streams. Again, chat, like I specifically mentioned, as I specifically mentioned about it with my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and what I could obviously mention was my future live streams. Obviously, chat. Like overall, so. But anyway, chat, that's just what I want to mention. So MRI is stupid. I'll possibly read it if I find it again on Instagram, and I'll be sure to let you know how that being a teenager or teen is physically, not mentally, chat. Like, again, chat, as I specifically mentioned about it within my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream. And what I obviously mentioned was in my future live streams. Obviously, chat, like over something. So, like, again, chat. Um, again, chat. You know, again, chat. Um, as I specifically mentioned about it within my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, obviously. And what I'm gonna obviously mention about it within my future live streams. Obviously, chat, like over so. Um. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna wash my hand real quick because there's this dead skin on my foot. So I'm gonna have to wash my hand because there's bacteria, so I'm just peeling the skin off. So be sure to skip to the part where I'm not necessarily AFK. Anyway. My bad, I'm just picking up this skin, so that's why I'm taking a while. Oh, before I wash my hand, because I have to, you know. Excuse me. You know, I'm not gonna necessarily worry about this as much, so hold on, I'm gonna wash my hand real quick. I am I am back, chat. Anyway, chat, without further ado, yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Once and for all, chat. Let's get straight to the shit. Like over, so. Anyway, hold up. Alrighty. It's gonna be a cool game. Look forward to beat this. You'll say I'm gonna beat it tomorrow? Excuse me, not tomorrow, later today? Possibly not. Oh, I know. Hold up. Yeah, because, like overall chat, like overall, you know, like overall chat, like overall, it'll overall take quite a while for me to process, you know, to process. Overall, you know, so yeah, that's the whole point why, you know, figuring this shit out, you know, like overall, you know. Anyway, I'm just wasting her breath. Well, not really, but come on, fucking bitch. Not you, Abby. Just this. There you go. Come on. We don't play like that. Come on. So apparently I have to head towards the city. Is that where Ellie's heading towards? Pretty sure I know how to play this game. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, we could get our ass up. You didn't necessarily like that, huh?
Pregnant.
So that's his girl. Okay. I'm pretty sure Abby wanted him. Wait, what's the gun? What's the gun? Oh. Anybody wants this. 7 plus. Pretty sure the bigger weapons for 11 plus or 12 plus because
That's a lot of them.
the big guns can put in a lot of pack, like a rocket launcher or the homing launchers. Like the one I use in GTA. Yeah, imagine having that. Yeah, until when it's like 5 o'clock, I'm gonna play GTA 5. I'm possibly gonna play the PS5 version because yeah, apparently they're separate, so I'm gonna have to play that. But yeah, that's when you can have a gun 7 plus. Not the hunt though. Yeah, hunting is like 11 plus or 12 plus because one, how huge the creature is. You know how huge they are, the creatures? And then 2, just how much pack the gun will put in the big ones. Like this, it's not much packs. Don't worry, I have 4 ammos. Do I have to find ammo? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? I'm fucking around. What do I do? 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 You just do this. Just don't put your tongue on there because your tongue's gonna get stuck.
Oh shit.
Hi, what's up? I feel like you hold it. Oh, I was wondering if this thing said ow because they're half frozen. Well, not really. They're fully frozen. The frozen person was Asian, though. I'm pretty sure because when your eyes are closed, like when they're closed, they're still Asian. Oh, I remember this part. Because I played a bit of it, remember? Well, I didn't stream it, so. There you go. Bitch. Ooh, Resident Evil style. I'm gonna be pissed if there's more. Well. Excuse me. Chat. You guys have frill dodged him? I gotta heal myself. If there's more, I'm gonna be pissed.
My shoulder. I need to get a view.
I don't know how to play this. I played it Last of Us Part 1. I feel like the same controls applies to this game. To Part 2. You need to get what? My bad, Abby. Okay. I'm pretty sure, excuse me, I'm pretty sure Ellie is within this area. Cause I played this before and I just know. Thank you. I need some ammo.
How do I get out of here?
In real life, you just buy ammo. You don't just scout for ammo. But unfortunately, in this version, you do. How do you get out of here? Is that what you mentioned? We'll figure it out.
Bad idea, Abby.
Oh, Abby. Baby girl. You were referred to as a woman. Hold on. Someone's awake. My house. Not my house, but my dad's house. So I have to run away. Okay, I gotta for real be quiet. But no, she was referred to as a woman in the beginning. So obviously... Come on, you got this, Abby. Like, oh, right, no. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I have on my gun. Just gonna throw my bowls away because I was watching a movie earlier. Well, I didn't watch it from the beginning. I was like in the middle. Shh, hold on. Oh, thank goodness, chat. Thank goodness it was not my stepmom. I was gonna say if I'm too loud, then. But no, yeah, my bad, chat. It was my sister. Whew. I was gonna say, cause she came down here, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was gonna run, not like run away, like out of the house. It's too cold outside. I mean, I don't mind the cold. I just hate the cold. God of my Jesus Christ, let it remain because of Satan, but I hate the cold. But I don't mind it. But obviously, I would have run away like that. I meant like run somewhere in the house where, you know. Anyway, chat. I'm like, Abby, you're a woman. Come on. Mentally speaking, obviously. Just overall, you know. Like I specifically mentioned was in my recent live streams. What I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream. And what I'm gonna obviously mention was in my future live streams. Like obviously, chat. Like over, like over, you know, no. Like over, you know. But yeah, cause mentally speaking, obviously, Abby is a woman. Mentally speaking, obviously, you know, obviously. Like over, you know, you know. Excuse me. Anyway, chat. Without further ado, you know, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Like over, you know. Anyway. Bitch. What's up? Yeah, Abby, you said it's a bad idea? You mentioned it is? It's a great idea. You got this. You got this, baby girl. Ellie's my baby girl too, but I'm playing as you, Abby. I'm playing as both of you all. You and Ellie.
Where's that lookout?
Who knows? Who knows, Abby? It's smelling like crazy.
Okay. It's gotta be close.
Right? If it's a clicker, then that'll be like fucked. Ugh, blood in their mouth? I hear another one. Is she in here? Well, she can't be in the room. No. Like I mentioned, well, 10 more minutes anyway, but like I mentioned, when it's 5 o'clock, I'm gonna end it. I'll play more of it like later today. Or GTA, and then I'll possibly play whenever. Simply because I want to see what it's like to play the PS5 version of GTA 5. I feel like it's separate. So I could play the story mode of it, but who knows? I don't want to redo all that shit. Unless it's quite different. I mean, the story mode is exactly the same. Who knows? Yeah, he mentions just the graphics. It's more than just the graphics. You're playing the PS5 version of it. Just like, you know, on the PS5 pretty much. And then when there's a PS6 version, then that'd be like wild. It'd be badass. Excuse me, sir? Yeah, buddy, you got blood on you. Who's making that sound? You like that freak, huh?
That's how you do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know what's up, baby girl.
I'm so lost.
Girl, you are not lost.
Shit.
shit is right. Hello there. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab you. Don't bite me. Cause you know, if you kidnap someone, they'll bite you in the arm. If I were to kidnap someone, which I would never, but that's pretty much how it would be. It'll be. Hello there, sir. Or ma'am. Sir. Let's see. There's the guy. He just lost plenty of hair because of the infections. He's infected. Been infected. Whoa, who's making that sound? Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Baby girl. Oh, shit. Let me use my gun, or is it gonna alert more? Eh, fuck it. Bitch, stop! I did not mean to yell that loud, but... Actually, I meant it. So this girl's annoying me. That's what you get. That's what you get, bitch. Stop fucking playing with me. Right.
Weather's getting bad.
Oh, yeah. The road. The road to heaven. Nah, she's referring to that road. I wish it was heaven, but it's the road. The road made by humanity.
Horse tracks.
Mmm.
Where's the patrol?
I'm pretty sure I know who she's looking for. I'm pretty sure. Are we gonna play as Ellie? If I see a horse, we're... Oh. Speaking of that. Let me see Ellie's ass. Let me see the ass. I see the blue pants. Oh. Oh, you know what's up? You know what's up? Yo, Ellie, what's good? You know I knew you since you were 14? You know I knew you since?
Come on. This way.
It's good, Dina.
Right behind you.
Hey, just know Dina's not her wife. That's all I'm gonna mention. I'm not gonna get into the
Miss being
spoilers,
with
so...
him? Jesse? No. We've been together for so long.
I miss being friends with
Jesse's
him.
great. I love his parents. They will always be family, but we were just on autopilot.
Mm.
Hey, how come we never talked about this stuff? I don't know. It didn't feel...
You don't know?
You never really talked to me about Kat. Yeah, because there isn't much to talk about.
Cat as in, like, the animal, or...
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
Oh, okay, it's a
I don't
human.
care about her one way or the other.
Oh, there's a girl. Ariana Grande played as Cat and Sam and Cat, obviously. Get it? Sam and Cat. So, Cat's a person, too. It could be a name.
Okay.
Interesting name.
No, I think she's a talented artist.
You pretty sure?
I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
What's so big of you?
And I think she wasn't right for you.
You can't see my tattoo anyway. It's cold outside.
Interesting.
In the game.
Shut up.
Okay.
We're in nature. I mean, it's quite fucked up. Yeah, there's a part where I left off. Not this part, but you'll see. Why do we have to go inside?
Hey,
Excuse me.
want to see something spectacular?
No, I do not.
Nothing is that spectacular.
Nothing is that
Come on,
spectacular.
Stephen.
Excuse me? Don't call me that, Dina. You know I'm a girl. I can fight you. No, no, no. Ellie. Come on. Anyway, Dina, I wouldn't beat you up, so... Just don't call me that, alright?
Look at this view, huh?
Don't call Ellie that specifically.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, that's nice?
Yeah, this route has its perks.
I mean, yeah, there's mountains, but there's snow on them. Snow everywhere. I hate snow. Come on, you know I hate snow. You know it's the
What are you
devil's favorite
saying?
color. He just hoped it was white. Actually, no, white is not the devil's favorite color. Actually, no, he's Lucifer originally. So I would have to say, but I do hate snow. I definitely hate snow. I hate plowing the snow. I hate shoveling the snow. I hate snow altogether. Whoever loves snow, ugh. I even hate autumn. Thank goodness it's not even gonna be autumn. Doesn't even feel like it's autumn. I feel like it's just winter already, but it's early winter, pretty much. Like over, so. So I don't even consider it as autumn anymore. I consider it as winter. I hate the season winter. I love the name winter. I love the name, but I hate the season winter. There's a difference because I hate snow. So just over, I hate snow. Do I hate rain? It's water, but okay. Actually, I do hate rain. I do. I hate rain too. But I don't mind it because God Almighty Jesus Christ have His reasons to bring it. So I hate the rain, but I don't hate that He brought it. You know, God Almighty Jesus Christ bring it. So plus snow is frozen rain. It's just that it's white, so it's like all crystallized and shit that you wouldn't realize it's rain. But once you notice it melting quite a bit or witnessing ice, you'll know it's frozen rain, just not hail. So you wouldn't notice if it's rain or just well, obviously it's rain because the water cycle is just that it's frozen because of the season winter and just the way Earth orbits, like our Earth, the original Earth, the number one Earth, the original world, the number one world, the original planet, and the number one planet. So the way our planet orbits, like Earth orbits, like our Earth, the number one Earth, the original Earth, just overall, like as I specifically mentioned was in my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and what I could obviously mention about it was in my future live streams, like obviously chat, like overall, so. Like the way it orbits, rotates, and just its axial tilt, like over, so. Like yeah, just the way it orbits, rotates, and its axial tilt. And I don't like its axial tilt. I feel like the axial tilt led to seasons. Satan created seasons. Not God Almighty Jesus Christ. He just let it remain so that it can balance the temperature to make it seem like it's back to what it used to be, but not really. Like over, so. But because it's 5 o'clock, I'm not gonna end it right here immediately. Let me just finish a bit of this. So without further ado, let's get straight to the shit again. Chat once and for all. Well, even though I'm gonna end right here, but no, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Like over, so. Like over, so. Anyway, but yeah, my bad. But overall, I hate snow. So fuck is right. Yeah, Ellie, we're not gonna look at this. You said it's pretty. The view would be pretty if it's not snow. No, X, girl.
Who do you used to do this route with? Jesse?
Eugene.
Right. Oh, Eugene. Man, he was funny.
Eugene Krabs. I'm kidding. Hey, I mentioned AZ, not to mention if he's joking or kidding or whatever. Well, he mentioned he was kidding of something, so I was quite curious what he was referring to. But I'm just mentioning I'm kidding because obviously you knew I was kidding, but might as well I just mention it.
Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics.
Excuse me. But anyway, because I'm continuing the game, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see more of me playing The Last of Us Part 2, just if you want to see more of me playing The Last of Us Part 2, be sure to leave the comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. I'm gonna play GTA 5 online, but the PS5 version, just to enjoy a bit of it, see what it's like, what the graphics are like. But yeah, if you want to see more of me playing GTA 5, or not GTA 5, The Last of Us Part 2, Just yeah, like I mentioned, be sure to leave the comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat. Yeah, so I played it 2 days ago. What day is it? Yeah, I played 2 days ago. Oh yeah, John Cena's gonna retire today. Today's the 13th, obviously. That's gonna be sad. That's gonna be very, very sad. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. Take it easy, chat.